Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you spending some time here. So today I am going to work on, well, first I think I'm going to work on crafting with cats. There's Kid. I'm going to work on creating a glue book out of materials that I got on a road trip. We just got back from a 2-week road trip and I picked up a whole bunch of ephemera that I can cut up and put into a glue book, you know, to kind of places we did and places we went and things like that. I might leave some space to write something. I'm not really sure. But I want to use this. This was in our mail when we got back, and it's kind of a lightweight paper, but it's large. And so I wanted to create a square glue book. Down you go, to work in, something a little bit different. This has a few too many pages in it. So this is just something that tells like one of our local community things that you can, you know, sign up for classes and things. It's a recreation guide. So I want to take some of the pages out. There are quite a few pages in it. And I want to cut it down a little bit. So I thought I would make something square. So it's 9 inches across. So if I cut it down and make it 9 inches this way, we'll have a square to work in. And I want to go ahead and take some of the pages out. So I think I want to take out about 5 of these. So this is just stapled together. You can see the staples in the middle. So I'm just going to remove some of the pages from the middle. And I might restaple those and use them for a second book. I'm not sure. I might just use them to glue on, you know, that kind of thing. Since they're kind of larger format, it might be nice to do like master boards. It's very thin, so by the time you put a bunch of stuff on it to create a master board, it wouldn't be too much. It wouldn't be super thick, so maybe we'll do some master boards. That would be good. There's 3. Let's take out like 5 and see how many that leaves us. I haven't really counted. I just thought it just seemed a little too big for really what I wanted. So let's do a quick check here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spreads plus the cover. That seems like that would be plenty. 11 plus the cover, it's really 12. Could take one out and make it 11. Now let's leave that. And the more I think about it, the more I like the idea of making a master board out of these, because it is thinner, and I know a lot of people do master boards on heavier paper, but I like to do it on thinner paper because I'm gluing so much stuff over it. It makes it heavier, and then it's easier, you know, to put into a junk journal. It's not so thick. So I think we'll keep those for some master board layouts. That will be fun. We'll do some of that maybe. And then we'll cut this down. So I'm going to cut this down, and I will be right back to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to cut it so that it's a 9 by 9 square. Okay, so I'm back. I just took that to my guillotine and just cut this way. And you can see that, whoops, where's the center? There it is. Because of the way where it was stapled, I managed to maintain both staples. So that's okay. If I hadn't, you know, kept the staples, if I needed to restaple it, I can do that. So just to show you how that might work, if you, yeah, that one's purple. If you have something that you need to staple and you don't have the long line stapler, you know, like this is only going to fit to here. So if you need to do that, one way to do that is to put something soft. You can put foam core works, anything that's soft, styrofoam, something like that. I just use an eraser because it just kind of, you know, responds. If you have something that's just thicker, rubbery foam, anything like that, you can put it underneath it, flip it over, and then just lay your stapler on the seam where you want to staple. Staple into it. So you can see I just stapled into it. See, and it's stuck straight into that. And then you can just bend those staples down. So you don't have to have a long line stapler to staple something in. So you can see I just added a separate staple, so that will maybe give it more stability. So we can definitely staple things without that long line stapler. So just, you know, use an eraser or a piece of foam, something like that. Okay, so the next thing to do will be to set that aside and to cut up some of this stuff. So I have stuff. We did a 2-week road trip. So we were through 9 states. We had 7 cities that we stopped in. So I have stuff from Oklahoma. This is Oklahoma, Missouri. There's Amarillo. There's a couple of the hotels we stayed in. Notes from my happy place. I thought that was fun. Here's a magazine from Galena, Illinois, which is a cute little town where we did some shopping and had a nice lunch. So there's lots of stuff in here to cut out. So I think we're just gonna harvest some of these things. Here's another magazine. So I just picked this stuff up at our hotels and at when you stop along the way to get gas. Sometimes they have these. Any of the tourism shops, like when you stop, you know, the tourism center, you can stop and, you know, look at a map and talk to somebody and pick up things. So here's Treasure Hunters. It's all about antiques and stuff. And then here's some of the places we were. Here's some Buc-ee's things. We stopped at a Buc-ee's. Here's a whole Tennessee vacation guide. This is all Nashville. My daughter's in Nashville and my brother is in Nashville. So we were there. There's antique trails. We played miniature golf. We went to Dollywood. We stayed in Albuquerque. So I have all of this stuff to cut up. So I think probably the best way to proceed from here will be to maybe just do some cutting, and then I'll come back and we'll do maybe the cover or the first page of the book. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. And what I did is I went through all the magazines and pamphlets and stuff, and I cut out names of places, things that say like Hello Galena, we were at the Antique Company, this is Get Your Kicks on 66, there's Galena, the DeSoto House Hotel, Oklahoma. I've just got a stack of them. I got way too many probably. And my thought was that I could like cover the cover with all of the names, and maybe I should flip it open and do this front and back cover at the same time. That might be a good idea. And I'm just gonna, like, you know, put the names of things across everything, you know, and it's okay if it spills over, maybe almost in a grid. I don't know that I'm going to make sure everything is exactly square. But my thought was, all of the places that we visited, I have a cat sitting in my trash bin over there. So I thought I could just kind of randomly do all of that. And then I did cut out, let's see, I do have a couple pictures of like maps and things, but mostly it's just all words. I thought that would be fun, and I've lost, where does it say? I have one that says road trip that I cut out. Oh, here it is. And I thought this could go across the middle of, let's trim this down. I didn't trim any of them. I just kind of cut them out sort of roughly. And then I set them aside so that I can go back and cut out pictures and things later to do other pages. But right now, I just want to do the cover. And I think that if I just kind of did, yeah, okay. Oh, the cat has decided to move, so that's good. Put things in the bin. Then I thought whatever I would do, you know, do all that and then just put maybe like road trip across the middle of it. And then that would kind of be the title. And I do think I want to do the front and the back. So let's do that. And I'm contemplating, do I want to lay out a grid or do I just kind of want to use this without a grid and just kind of do rectangles, squares, that kind of stuff. I you know, because the names are all sort of, you know, is it like a puzzle? Like that doesn't need to be nearly that big, you know. And when I cut things off, I don't usually cut them straight. I'm not very good at cutting things evenly, so I usually have to get my cutter for that. You know, so yeah. So that's kind of the idea here is I think I'm just gonna trim stuff down and lay it out. Since we were on 40 most of the way, we ended up being on Route 66 a good bit of the way. I mean, you can actually detour off of 40 and get on the actual old Route 66, but much of 40 is Route 66, so you know you end up doing that because we go up from Queen Creek here. We go up through Holbrook and pick up the 40, and then so should I just kind of, you know, I think I'll just go over the edges. Should we just kind of, you know, put stuff in and let's see. I think if I have, you know, if I have open edges, I can go back, you know, like this doesn't quite fit. So maybe I'll put a piece of washi tape there or a sticker or something like that. Or maybe I'll come up with a little Route 66 something. So, and I think we'll just kind of do it in lines here. That's probably a good idea. Okay. So let's do that. And we'll just, I think rather than try to map it out, I think I'm just going to start gluing. Yeah, that seems like a good way to go. So I'm just gonna get started. Goodbye, kid. Ever since we've gotten home, since we were gone for 2 weeks, the kitties have been very needy. See, this is her ragged pink ball that she likes to play with. And she brings it up and drops it in front of me and she wants me to throw it. You know, so she has to have her toy, but they've been very needy since we got back. And Kid is super jealous of the other cats, so she's needed some extra attention since we got back. Yeah, see, and I think just, you know, it's okay if some of it's there. Let's see if I've got my, yeah, I probably should have, you know, put down an actual grid so that I'm not, you know, going crooked and all of that, but alas, I have been thinking about doing something with a grid. So I might do a glue book page on a grid or something like that. I might do some drawing on a grid. I was thinking about doing like some drawing and then like I could do some doodling and then do a grid over it and do glue book in different parts of it. I think that might be fun. So maybe we'll do that next one. See, I need something here. I wonder if I have a Route 66 that I could put there. See, I'm already not, I'm not with the grid. Oh, that's good. See, we can put that there. That's good. Okay, let's take that off. There we go. Yeah, we can do that. So, you know, I think this is a good way to commemorate a trip, is to pick up stuff. And then, of course, if you have pictures, like, you know, we took some pictures, so I might have some of those printed. And then my printer's kind of crappy with pictures, so I won't do that probably on my own printer. Although I don't know, Lochinvar says he thinks it just needs a new drum, like it might need a new drum, and I'm not sure how much that will cost. But if it's as much as a new printer, then I think I'll just be buying a new printer, because, well, you know, I kind of want one anyway. But, you know, I don't know. If it's inexpensive, this one used to do pretty well for pictures, but these days not so much. Let's see, there's another, do the Mother Road. Let's cut that a little closer. So, but I thought this would make a fun cover. So just, you know, bunch of the places we went, and some of the shops, and some of the ideas, and cities and states, and like I want to be sure Albuquerque gets on here and all that kind of stuff. Let's see how far over. Let's do this a little bit this way. I hope you guys are having fun. It's summer. I hope you're doing something fun, going on vacation, maybe getting out of the heat. I don't know. It's really hot here. So it was hot where we were. When we were in East Tennessee, it was 90 degrees with 90% humidity, which is a special kind of heat. You know, and we used to live there, so we knew what it was going to be like, but still. And then, of course, while we were gone, we hit, I don't know, 20 days of 110 plus degree heat here, and we haven't had any monsoons yet, so nothing is cooling the air. So it's been pretty bad. The heat has been. So, but I know a lot of the country has had really bad heat this year. So not just us. You know, so I hope wherever you are staying cool, and maybe having some fun. I hope maybe you're on vacation somewhere where it's not so hot, and having a good time. That would be good. So Galena was in Illinois, and that's this town we went to that had a lot of really cool shops. And the DeSoto Hotel was there, and we had lunch there, and they have a really great Bloody Mary, so we had that. And my husband had something, I can't remember the name of the cocktail he had at lunch, but it's made with fig vodka and white cranberry juice and lime juice, and he got the recipe. They gave him the recipe. So, you know, we came home and made one of those. So let's cut that off a little more. Of course, we went through Amarillo, and you know, the whole I-40. You know, when my husband first auditioned, he used to sing at Dollywood. Years and years ago. And when he first auditioned, we lived in Kingman, Arizona, which is off of I-40 in northern Arizona. And so my mom and dad lived in East Tennessee. They lived in Pigeon Forge. And so he said, you know, well, can you give me some, you know, directions to the house, like how do you get? I mean, that was before we all had GPS on our phones. It was that long ago. And my dad was like, yeah, get on I-40 and drive 2,000 miles. You know, take exit 407. So that was kind of it. So that's, you know, we did a lot of that again this time. Although this time we turned north when we hit Oklahoma City, instead of going across, continuing east, we turned a little north and went to Illinois. See, I think I could put a little washi tape in there. Maybe I brought a little washi tape here, just some kind of small washi tape. So we can put that in maybe. So we turned north to Illinois and visited some friends of ours who live in Roscoe, and they're the ones who took us to Galena. And if you watch the haul video, hopefully I'm gonna edit that this afternoon when I edit this one as well. So I got to do something there. Might have to put a sticker or something, some stickers I think to kind of fill in. If I do, when I do the haul video, hopefully I'm gonna include some footage of us shopping at this really great antique mall in Elizabeth, and you'll get to see my friend Leslie. Yay! Hi, Leslie. So that's kind of the plan. Oh, I like this one. I like this making memories. We should put that maybe back over here. See, that's always good. I just thought it would be fun to, just do the front in like city names, places, words, that kind of thing. And then of course inside, could devote space to each area inside. That's good. And I am obviously not too worried about the straight edges with the grid. I mean, I guess if I, maybe if I do the grid thing, maybe I will do it on some grid paper. Maybe that would help me, because I don't ever really cut anything straight. It's like I just have a block against doing it. I don't know. So let's see, we'll do Dollywood here. So we drove and drove. We drove a lot. And I say we, Lochinvar drove, I rode. And it's not that he wouldn't let me drive, it's just he gets car sick easily. So he tends to drive more because he gets car sick if he doesn't. Like if he's riding very much, it disagrees with him. So he drives and I ride. So then that makes me the entertainment director. So I'm in charge of, what's on the music, what's on the stereo, and like I read to him. We read books. We took a book of cat short stories, and so I read him some of those because nothing bothers me. I don't get motion sick. It's like it just doesn't happen. And that has always done well for me because it makes it easy on trips. I can just read a book or entertain myself in the bag. Let's see, should we put the space in there? Probably put the space to the outside. That is a design, kind of a design guideline, is if you have putting things together, if you have spaces, you should leave the weird spaces to the outside, not like I did here. Which, if I had done this first, I could have moved Amarillo over, but, I did not. So we'll have to find something to put there. I'm sure I've got some kind of sticker or something we can put there. I don't know what for sure, but maybe. Oh, I did cut out a couple of pictures, I think, here. So do I have a picture of anything? Let's see. I do have a picture of a cocktail I liked. We could do journey, right? We could do a journey there. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll fill in some other stuff, and then I'll go back and fix that. I'll just see. And now I've left kind of a weird space over here. So I have a feeling I'm just going to be pulling out some stickers or washi tape and filling that in, which is okay. You know, this does not have to be an exact science. You can do this any way you want. So I feel like, you know, this kind of glue book is much more in keeping with the old-fashioned scrapbooks, because the really old, you know, the really old scrapbooks, people just cut out things that they liked, you know, and glued them in. And this was pretty, or, you know, I got this, here's a picture of some flowers, or something was pretty, whatever. You know, and lots of people did that. And so a scrapbook wasn't necessarily for photos. It was for things they cut out of the newspaper and, you know, things that they picked up somewhere. It was much more for ephemera. And so I feel like this is very much in keeping with that kind of scrapbook, would be, you know, because it's much more of just ephemera. It's about the ephemera. And so I just thought that would be fun. You know, you can put in some pictures if you want to, but you don't have to. So that's kind of wonky, but I'm not sure it matters. You could do Knoxville. You know, I don't know, we could do something this way, huh? What if we did one that way? Yeah. I'm putting them all, you know, right side up, thinking I have to be able to read it right side up, but I don't. That's, you know, there are no rules, right? You can put it any way you want. So we'll put that one sideways. And I probably should put some more that way just to do that. I really like this one with the DeSoto Hotel, and it's kind of long, so let's go ahead and put it in. Although, I don't know, then I have to fill the space. Maybe not. That's probably not a good idea, unless we're putting it across there. If we're putting it all the way across. We could put it, oh, we could put it down. It almost fits there, doesn't it? It's okay if we overlap a little bit, I think. Right? Oh yeah, let's put it there. Or would it be better over here? Is that going to cover up Amarillo? It's going to cover up part of Amarillo. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go with the edge over there. So. Oh my goodness. Hello, kid. She has brought the ball back again. You're kind of standing on what I'm doing here, sweetie. Come on. Hey. Hey. Can you move? Can you move? Here. Look, here's your ball. Silly. She plays fetch. So she plays fetch with the ball, and she wants to, you know, she wants you to throw the ball. So we had another cat who played fetch with toys. So this is not, you know, totally uncommon. Lots of cats don't, but there are lots of cats who do as well. So let's see. Oh, I wonder if that one's wide enough with the Nashville. Maybe we can put Nashville sideways there. Yeah, that's good. So I always encourage people to pick up as much ephemera as you can. I mean, it's sitting there, and you can always use it if you end up not cutting stuff out of it. You look at it later and you go, well, it really doesn't have any pictures I want or whatever. It makes a great base. Like, you can always use it as a base for whatever you're doing, just like this kind of junk mail thing. A lot of those things are like smaller, and they're already, you know, limited pages, or they're flip outs that you can decorate and put into another journal. So they make great bases, and they have cool pictures a lot of times. Frequently, there are lots of neat words, like they'll have things that be like, you know, be inspired, because it's you know, a tourist something usually. And so they want you to, you know, like be inspired by the great outdoors and stuff, that kind of stuff. And you can cut out words like, you know, be inspired. And so then you've got that to use. Maybe we'll put Nashville on this side too. I'll do another one that's down. So, you know, look, when you're on vacation, you know, look at the touristy stuff. Even though you might not do all of the touristy stuff, you might look at it and go, well, I really don't want to do that. But you might want to use the words, the pictures that you find in the tourist publications to create something when you get back from vacation, right? So, because it's a good place to look. This is filling up fast. Let's see, we haven't, okay, I put a Dollywood in, so I can put that aside. We have New Mexico. There's an antique mall. We already have Nashville. I don't want to repeat unless, you know, like I've done 2 Nashvilles, but we need an Oklahoma. Well, I've got Oklahoma up there, New Mexico, Oklahoma. So I just want to make sure, oh, here, this one's different. Sevierville's different. I don't have the Hello Galena. I've already got the DeSoto Hotel. Oklahoma City, we've got, here's one with Joplin. Music City. Come on, kid. Hop down. Come on. You're not helping. Let's see where I have New Mexico. Just want to make sure I get something of everything before I start repeating much more. There's a few pictures. Here, come on. Take your ball. Go in there. Go on. Sorry, guys. Well, here's Albuquerque. Here's another one of Albuquerque. So one of the Albuquerque ones may be like shopping, snapshots good. See, we have a Route 66, but we could do, here's a Missouri. Here's a different Missouri. Spark a Journey. Let's see, I've got Lucky Trails and Get Your Kicks. So, all right. So let's be sure we get one of the Missouris, one of the Albuquerques. Smoky Mountains. I like this Missouri better, I think. Joplin and Galena. Let's make sure we get all of those in before we run out of space here. Let's see. Okay, so Joplin. We did some thrifting in Joplin. Got Sevierville. Let's get that one in, which is the town you come to before you get to Pigeon Forge and Dollywood and Gatlinburg and all that. All right. Maybe, let's see, Joplin. There. Let's see. Got another more square looking one here, although I didn't do a very good job of cutting it square. There. Got Smoky Mountains. Oh. So it looks like I'm just going to have some places that I'm going to have to fill in. Thought this was cool with Albuquerque. I like the background with the clouds. I am doing a very poor job of cutting straight here. Oh well. Que sera. It's a glue book. It's not the end of the world, right? So let's go that way maybe. I feel like maybe I should just have gotten my cutter out and cut all these in rectangles and squares. Maybe that would have been a good idea. But on the other hand, maybe not, right? Maybe not. Now this, I think this would fit better there. Ah, I feel like I'm Tetrising here, so it's like, you know, remember the old Tetris game? Let's Tetris. So when you guys do gluing, do you ever do it in a grid? Leave me a comment below. I'd like to know. I've seen a couple people lately doing some grid stuff in glue books. Nicole from Relax Cut Glue has been doing some grid stuff lately. And I thought that was, hers was kind of cool. I just liked it with the pretty colors of scrapbook paper and stuff like that. So I thought that was neat. But I haven't really, like I said, done much of that. And so, well, maybe we can do the Galena here. Can cut this off a little. So I do think I would like to combine some, you know, combine it with maybe some drawing or something so that it would be, you know, like I'm gonna sketch something and then you'd see part of the background, part of the picture, and part of it would be covered with a grid. I think that would be a fun page in a junk journal. Okay, so let's cut this off just slightly. I think that will fit there. So you kind of feel like I'm putting together a puzzle here. Like how am I gonna fit it on there? I think we'll put Smoky Mountain right below Sevierville there, even though they don't have to be together, they do go together. I'm gonna have those separately. So once everything is on here at least once, I don't mind repeating. Let's get Albuquerque. What are we gonna put there? Shopping's too big. If we cut this down a good bit, how much can we cut this down? Let's see. Because I'm usually one to, you know, just kind of follow the lettering, so cutting things in squares is not usually what I do. That's still a little big for that. Might fit there. But we definitely need something to put there. I mean, like I said, I think I might have to go back and find something. What if I do Spark a Journey? Can we cut it down and make it 2 pieces? Might could do that. It's still not quite gonna fit. It's gonna be too small. Let's see. Maybe we could put a picture. Oh, I had a different Route 66. Let's do that, especially with the Get Your Kicks right there. That seems like a good choice. And this one has kind of a square, so it might actually be something I could follow. That's pretty good, even though we'll still have a space, but we can fill that with something else. Maybe we're gonna lose that if I put that there. Yeah. I don't know, that might fit better. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. I like that. We always like to visit like local wineries and distilleries and things like that. That's always fun. It's a good time. So let's put that on there. Get this one down. Get your kicks. Get your kicks on Route 66, right? Excuse me. I do think we're going to want to, do we get an Albuquerque in there? Did we put Albuquerque in there yet? Not yet. So here, I need something here. Maybe we can put that Spark a Journey. That's still going to be too small for that. Golf shopping. Snapshot. Let's see. Nope, snapshot. That's going to work. Here's some balloons. Here's a picture of some pottery. No. Well, coffee is an all-important travel item. You gonna close the door?
Yep.
Okay. So. Let's see. Still a little too wide. Maybe a little off the top here. All right, if we do that there, then we put Albuquerque down here. That seems like a good choice. You know, can I tell you, when I got home, one of the things I missed the most was my coffee maker. It's like I just wanted to come home and have my own coffee. I know it's silly because you can get good coffee, you know, out, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the coffee places. Like, you know, I know it's probably heresy, but I'm not a fan of Starbucks. It's okay. It's not, I don't dislike it. It's just not my favorite place to get coffee. And so, you know, I end up getting, and the coffee in the hotel is kind of meh. You know, so I end up getting coffee at, you know, the gas station where we stop, something like, you know, Quick Trip or something like that. So, which is, it's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But after a while, it's, you know, it gets a little old. And I really just want a cup of coffee at home. And so it's good when we're staying with friends because, you know, they have good coffee. And my brother had some good coffee. He has one of those machines that grinds the beans, you know, and then makes the coffee a cup at a time, but it grinds the beans for you 1 cup at a time. So that was, let's see, I was going to put that over the top, but I wonder if I should just put it, across the bottom and do Road Trip. Do some of these others. So he has this really cool machine. It grinds the coffee beans and then it makes your cup of coffee, and so that was good. The coffee he gave me, I think, was some kind of Italian coffee, but he had fallen in love with some coffee that he got on a trip to Hawaii. He and his wife just celebrated their anniversary, and went to Hawaii, and so he fell in love with this coffee there and told me all about that. So that sounded really good. So I may have to try some of that, but maybe, you know, he said it was a little pricey, but you know, there's Christmas and birthday and things like that. So that's always a good gift idea. So I like this with the antique there. Let's see, we need to find something here. We cut Missouri down. That might work there. I feel like if I had pre-cut these to, you know, a specific size, that would have been a lot easier. But alas, maybe not. I think I want that one there, so you can put that there. So I just feel like I'm kind of figuring out where it all goes. Just gonna Tetris it in. Could still do that Route 66 there, I think. Let's see. We could do road trip here. Move it up a little bit and do something. What if we move it up, move it over, and kind of center it there? And then if we wanted to do, if I wanted to put some washi tape at the bottom to kind of underline road trip, that might be a good way to go. Right. So kind of move it up here. Scoot it just a little bit. There we go. My fingers are always sticky. I don't know. I just can't manage to not get glue on my fingers for some reason. Okay. I need something here and here and here. And what else do I have? I have some other little pictures that we could put in. Some things that we looked at frequently, so go. Put that one in. That's good. Oh, now one of my other cats is like, let me in. Let me in, let me in. There's a small Oklahoma that might fit in that area. So Lochinvar came down, he's working out in the other room, so he closed the door, and now the cats are like, hey, hey, I want in. So we could put that one there. Let's see. Like that. Just want to make sure it's down there in that bend for the cover. Okay, so we need a space here. I think we're going to put washi tape or something there, maybe, although we could put some other stuff. Do I have? I could put some little pictures across the bottom. Little washi tape there. Okay. Then we'll just trim it. Right, if it sticks out a little bit. Oh my gosh, I just squished my glue. I am really heavy-handed with the glue sometimes, and I just squished it. Let's see, what else? Almost the size of a postage stamp. We could put that right there. That would be a good choice. Kind of postage stampy. Go. Just running my nail in there to get that in the crease. Okay. Let's see. I think we've gotten everything there that we really wanted. And I do think I want to just run some washi tape across the bottom here, kind of just to emphasize road trip. So, let me look through here. Do I have anything else? I have several more Nashville ones, but we've got Nashville on there a couple times. Could do Gateway. Maybe instead of putting on New Mexico, maybe if we just put Gateway of. Maybe we could put that there. Yeah, I don't really like that there. We might be able to put the Oklahoma one there. No. Let's see. Okay. I think nope. Okay, I think I am going to grab some washi tape and stickers, and we'll fill in like some of the little places that aren't quite covered, and maybe put something wider here. So I will be right back. Okay, I have some washi tape. I have some here that's got little flowers on it, that's kind of little squares. So I was thinking I might be able to kind of just fill in like a little square here and there with some of the tape. Like maybe this way. There we go. That's pretty good, I think. I've got pieces of washi tape stuck to my scissors and my fingers. Okay. Let's see, where else did we leave? Leave a space here and here. It's funny, the back I did a better job of filling spaces than I did on the front. Oh, let's flip that over and trim that while we're thinking about it. Oops. So, okay. So we've got, looks like on the back we could put, you know, just some lines of tape, like got some, there's a lot of red back there too, so maybe this. Oh, if I can find the end of it. Do you guys have trouble finding the end of your washi tape? Apparently. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Yay! So, you know, something along those lines maybe. There we go. I think that's okay. We really just need something a couple there and there. I have some more. Let's see, what's this washi tape like? We could put a little piece there. Let's try another piece of this. Just to fill in. There we go. That's good. And then we need something here. Just gonna stick with the flowers. I think that's okay. go. And that one. And since we have this here, maybe just a little piece right there. Just to finish that spot. There we go. Okay. And now let's put this kind of wide across the bottom down here. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna fold that over. It'll just be on the next piece, so that's okay. All right, yeah. I don't know, I don't think I like that there. I think I want to trim that so it's not on top of my road trip piece there. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's the cover done, and then now it's just a matter of maybe, you know, picking a different place for each of the inside layouts. Like, so maybe I'll do them in order. The first place we stayed, like we were in Amarillo, and then, you know, we were in Joplin, and then we spent several days with our friends in Illinois, so we might do a couple of pages of that, and then we did in Pigeon Forge and Sevierville for several days, you know, and then we were back through Nashville, and then we were in Oklahoma City, and then we were in Albuquerque, and so that might be, you know, kind of, I go back and look at each of those things again and do a page on each one, or a few pages on each one. So, you know, I think this makes a really good cover, and that's what we're looking like. And then the inside will just be like all of the ephemera and stuff, and it'll be fun because this is one of those things that, you know, 20 years from now you're gonna look at that and go, really, that was the kind of stuff that they had. So, you know, it's always interesting. So thank you for staying with me. I would appreciate if you're still here, if you give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below, say hi. Let me know how your summer's going and what you're doing to beat the heat. And until next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.